What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Boomcast, guys. Man, it's been a minute again. Not too long, though. Not too long. But, guys, welcome back. It has been a really good minute. But I am the commish. What's up, guys? You guys know. Any of the new guys who are here, y'all know. We kind of do radio shows from here and there. The OG guys already know already. You guys know. Everyone knows. We do radio shows. Simple as that. So, man, a lot has gone from a minute. What do you mean the lag is real? Why are you lagging so hard? Am I lagging? Shouldn't be. Has it gotten any better? I'm hardwired. But, moving on. Let me know if it's a little bit better. Your voice and body are off. Huh. How about now? Things feeling a little bit better now? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. It looks like something got changed in the settings. Fix it real quick. Sorry about that. Sorry. What? Alright, so we got a really cool show today. Jam-packed. We got like 4 weeks we're going to go over. A lot of things. A lot of things, man. There's been some action-packed games that has happened between week 12 and week 16. Week 15. We're in week 16 now, but we're in the prime of like figure out who's going to be in playoffs, and like these last 2 weeks really matter. Shit is really tight in the NFC, really tight in the AFC. It's crazy. Really good bonkers bullshit that's about to go on. We've had some users go, some users leave. It's been wild, man. It's been a fucking crazy experience, but let's get into it. And we're going to start off with the game of the weeks. No. I ain't going to do that. We're going with the standings. So coming in here, week 16, we advanced yesterday. So here's the standings for the AFC. We got the Patriots on top with 11-3, sitting there pretty much won the division. If he doesn't lose the last 2 games, it's a win. I mean, he's got to win this week. He clinches the division. You got the Dolphins fighting for a wild card spot, 9-5, pretty much secured. Over in the AFC North, we have the Steelers at 11-3. Still, no, I think he won his division. I think they either tied the series or he won the series. I can't check that right now, but this week's game is crucial for Kari and especially for Jaeger. Jaeger's got to win out, and he's got to hope that Kari loses the last 2 games. But I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll see. Shit's crazy. Shit's happened. We have the Bengals sitting at 6-8 with like a slim playoff chance. It's very slim. Ravens sitting at 5-9. We also have the Broncos here winning the division here at 10-4 after all that schmack. Mr. Chargers, Mr. X. You said all that shit, man, and the man still beats you. He won the division. I know it's a down year, but damn. We both lost our division. Don't know what we doing. Hoping for the best. But nah, with the Texans lost today, I think he lost today. Did he lose today? Correct me, Chad, if I'm wrong. But with the yeah, he did. Yeah, with the Texans losing, Chargers have a hope. Sorry, Texans. I know you want some glaze, but I can't glaze you right now. You had 2 crucial injuries. It sucks. We have the Raiders sitting back at 3, still with some slim playoff chances. So this is what I'm talking about here, man. We got the Jets still with 6-8. We got the Jaguars that they just lost though. They lost to the Rams this week. in Week 16. They just played earlier today. I watched that game down to the wire. But yeah, he's pretty much out of the playoffs. And then we have the Chiefs with a down year, but he ended up beating the Texans. So we'll see what happens there. All right. So going into the NFC, we have the big boy Cowgirls sitting out there at 10-4, winning the division for the second year in a row. Nothing special there. Nothing crazy there. But hey, 2 divisional titles, take them. We have the Giants at 6-8. We have the Eagles at 6-8, both fighting for a playoff spot. Giants had a big win today, or yesterday. No, I think it was today. It was today. Sorry, guys, I'm very tired. Against the Bears, pretty much knocking out the Bears out of playoff contention, especially with the Eagles winning against the Commanders. So it looks like the Bears' playoff hope is gone from there. On the NFC North, we do have the Packers, already won the division. Pretty much here has won the NFC. If he loses here, then he still has a chance of losing the NFC, but it's going to be a good matchup between the Packers and the Cowboys. We have the Vikings, myself, sitting at 8-6. Fighting for a 5th or 6th seed. Most likely we're just going to have the 6th seed. The Rams won today, so they're moving to the 10-5. Which is right there on top of the Cardinals. He has a chance of fighting for this division and getting the 4th spot. Excuse me, I am second in NFC East. Sir, right now, with the Giants win, he's second right now. That's what Neon says. I'm just going off of Neon. So fuck off. But we do have the Niners sitting at 7-7, fighting for a wild card spot. Again, this is a very tight race. Very tight race. With the Seahawks sitting at 6-8. Sir, I'm going off what Neon says. Fuck your divisional record. You win the division. But, anyways. Yeah, so very tight. We do have the Panthers winning out the South out there. Huge change in the South. I know that he won it last year towards the end of the season, but it doesn't look like there's any other comp. Bucks is hanging in there trying to fight for a wild card spot. But 3 of those teams were in the playoffs last year. Not there now. So that's where we're at with the league, the standings. There's crazy drama going on. Very tight races. Every win in every game is very important at this fucking point. So I'm excited to see what the fuck happens. Because teams can lose spots. Teams can get in there. Seeding's going to go crazy. Man, down to the fucking wire. Down to the wire. But now we're going to go into the game of the week. So this week's game of the week, as we see here, I made this before the delay. I was going to do the radio show Sunday early, but I didn't wake up for it. Then I wasn't going to do it Saturday. But we're here now, so I made the Week 16. It's going to be a great matchup between the Titans and the Cardinals. Man, if Dimes loses this game, he loses the division. Because Rams win it. I mean, I don't know how the divisional record is, how their tiebreaker is, but I think Dimes is about to have a fallout, man. Losing crucial games towards the end and about to lose the division. But then we also have the Titans here fighting. I don't know if he's fighting. Let me double check before I say some shit out of my ass. I'm on Neon right now. Give me a second. Oh yeah, he is number 1 in the AFC. So with this loss here, it opens up the door for Carr and for the Patriots to get the number 1 seed for the AFC title. So definitely be an interesting game to see. Fuck. A lot is hanging in the balance of this fucking game. Most definitely. So this is a much-watched game here. I believe they're playing tomorrow. So make sure you get your picks in. If you didn't pick, if the game once the game starts, I'm locking that shit. So get your picks in. Damn, I can't speak today, bro. God damn. All right, moving up to next events game of the week. This game right here is going to be litty fucking titty. We have the Packers. I mean, fuck. We have the Panthers going against the fucking Dallas Cowgirls. Now, this is going to be great here because they're all fighting for seeding and a possible number one seed in the NFC. So it can play out this way where the Packers lose all 3 games. Cowboys can win out, but won't happen. You're going to get beat week 18. Or the Panthers can win out while the Panthers lose out and the Cowboys win one and then loses the next 2. So the play out of it is really dope and really crazy of it. I'm telling you guys, these next 3 games are very important. You guys want to watch them. You guys want to keep up with it because shit's going to change, man. Shit's going to go crazy and people are probably going to lose their shit. So you definitely want to watch it. So enough of my tongue-ties fucking mistakes. We are going to go into the game recaps. We're going to go in week 12, week 13, week 14, and 15. Now, I got a new format for it. Tell me if you guys like it or not. We can go back to the old shit. But we'll see. So we're going to go over week 12. Here's the recap. Here's the scores from week 12. We did have 2 teams on the bye week. We did have the Raiders and we did have the undefeated Packers at the time. But starting on top, we did have the Chargers going against the Giants, with the Chargers losing 14-20. Sorry about that noise. Oh, and that one too. Jesus Christ, I'm all over the place right now. Let me open up my game real quick. Alright, cool. So I got the game recap up here. So looking into it, it looks like total yardage. It looks like the Giants won on that one with more passing yards, barely by 5. No passing touchdowns, though. 94 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Whereas the Chargers had 242 passing yards with 1 passing touchdown, 86 rushing yards, and a rushing touchdown. Bengals mega choke this week. Yeah, I mean, lost against Dimes. I mean, that was a crucial play right there for him to get closer into the wild card seeding. But damn, he ate it pretty bad. Looking into it, we have the Texans beating the Panthers 20-14. Future Super Bowl matchup. I mean, I think right here at week 12, I think this is where the Texans team really picked up and then really started winning out and winning crucial games. Like, beating the Panthers, crucial game. We got the Broncos out of nowhere laying 31 points down while the Commanders sat there at a fat-ass 0. Vikings and Browns, it was a rain game, and I got my ass whooped. Offense couldn't do shit. Defense wasn't there. I can see them at home. I ain't gonna lie. I was angry that day. Angry as shit. Looking into it also, Patriots had a very close game with the Bucks, winning also by 5 of 40-35. We did have the Bills-Jets game down to the wire. Bills came out with the win there, 24-21. Jets were talking a lot of hot shit. My brother put it down. We did have the Cowboys whooping the shit out of the Eagles. Sorry, Sway. But Cowboys, damn, hold on. Can y'all chill the fuck out? Hey, chill out. Sorry. 2 cats were going crazy. Anyways, but yeah, no, the Cowboys did have a dominating win against the Eagles there. Damn, if my iPad was a little bit fucking faster. Can y'all literally shut the fuck up? I'm fucking dead. Man, they're fucking running around and acting crazy, and then I think they hit something and knocked something down, but I'll worry about that shit later. Alright, so yeah, actually looking deeper into that divisional rivalry game there for the Eagles and Cowboys. When it came down to total yardage, it looks like Dallas won 361 compared to 314. Passing yards, it looks like Dallas also won that aspect with 204 passing yards. Eagles only had 173. When it came down to passing touchdowns, Eagles had 2, Dallas had 2. So look, Eagle on that front. Rushing touchdowns. As if anyone knows, if you played Jay before, that motherfucker runs the rock. So just know this: when you come up and you play him, he can beat you with the pass game. He can. But he's going to whoop your ass with the rushing game. He's going to do stretches. He's going to do dives. He's going to do power football. And especially in the red zone, man, he is running that fucking rock. He had 3 rushing touchdowns compared to the Eagles' 1 rushing touchdown. This is where it really changed the game here. And you could really tell who dominated in the game, who didn't. The Cowboys had 23 first downs compared to the Eagles' first downs. When it came down to third down efficiency, we had the Cowboys at 4 out of 8, so 50% efficient. And then we had the Eagles at 2 and 7, so pretty much sitting there around like the 30%. Fourth downs, hey, Eagles was 3 for 3, 100% on it. Didn't help though. And Cowboys was at 50% at 1 and 2. Both teams took sacks. And when you look here, man, it was the turnovers here on the Eagles. He had 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions, man. So that's where it definitely will kill you there. Another close game here. We did have the Rams beating out the CPU Saints 21-16. When I tell you, CPU ain't the fuck. How do I say this? Don't fuck with the CPU this year. They will fuck your ass up. Crazy. And we got the Titans here winning up 25-21. Very close game. And then we have the Chiefs here losing a very close game here at 31-28. Dolphins bringing that ass whooping. And we're not talking about that Kari loss, because fuck that Seahawks user. Not the new one if we got one now. But that previous one, nigga broke every single rule and then decided to play me and break most of the rules, double the rules. Yeah, that nigga had to go. I talked to the admins. I said, do what y'all gotta do, but do something quick. That nigga gone. That nigga is gone. But yeah, crazy week. We didn't have our big undefeated team play this week. Raiders at 5 and 6 during that time. Moving over to week 13 now. All right, give me a second. Got to move it over on my iPad. Boom. All right, so sitting here on top, we did have Dimes with another loss. Well, with the loss that's starting to happen, and he lost to Lando. Lando whooped his ass 24-17. Winning by 7, but I mean, when you have a bottom, this is a trap game. This right here is exactly a prime of a trap game. You're coming into Indianapolis, you're riding high, you're on the top of your division, you're a winning team, you know you're going to the playoffs, and you're playing the Colts, you're playing Lando, and no shit talk on Lando. When he's on. But when he's off, that nigga's off. Nigga's off. And, man, he was on today, man. Yeah, sitting here at week 13, right? Yeah, week 13. Cardinals is coming in here at 9 and 2. He only had 2 losses in the season, so he's feeling hot. He's feeling like he's coming in here and he can fucking just ram some shit. Not the case, sir. When it came down to the total offensive yards, Colts beat him in that aspect by double almost. Colts had 455 total yards. Arizona only had 262 total yards. When it came down to passing, he was 100 over. He had 298 compared to Arizona's 191. And they both had a passing touchdown. When it came down to rushing yards, Colts had 147 compared to Arizona's 71. Hey, Dimes, I know you're watching. We got like 19 people in this bitch. What happened to Trey Benson, man? What happened to the guy, the myth, the legend? Gone. Disappeared. Poof. Um, y'all can talk shit too if y'all want to. I don't care. When it came down to it, in this game, this was definitely Broncos. If you're listening and watching, no, you cannot get a forced win. We just put the team on fucking auto, so either play it or we're fair simming it. The fuck you think this is? But first downs, Colts won on that aspect, 23-9. When it came down to third down efficiency, Colts won on that aspect as well too, 9-14, a little bit above half, around 60%. And then third down efficiency was 3-9 for the Cardinals. Penalty wise, Colts had a lot of penalties, but still won. Sacks taken, Colts had more at 4 compared to 2. They both had turnovers, both interceptions. But at the end of the day, trap game at its fucking finest. Bruh, I was up by 20 plus. The fuck you do? Never mind, it's safe. Alright. They're trying to cheat over here, motherfucker. Got my eyes on you. Alright, coming into the next game, we did have the Packers going against the Chargers. Now, this is it was a fun game to watch. Packers came up there and threw 45 on them, though. But, hey, Chargers didn't go out like no bitch. 37 points, though. Racked them up. So, hell of a game there. We did have the Bengals putting fucking 63 on top of the fucking Jets. But, I mean, the Jets put 42 also. There was no defense in that fucking game. Broncos, you everyone bitch. Get off my nigga. That's crazy. But we did have the Eagles coming in to Las Vegas, winning that game by a touchdown, 31-24, keeping his playoff hopes alive. Kari redeemed himself this week, putting a fat ass 31 points on Jaeger, only putting up 7. Only a touchdown. So definitely looked like the Browns' dominance stopped after week 12. I mean, he started off hot, like 9-0 or some shit, or 6-0 or 7-0 or some shit. Was definitely undefeated. Hit a skid, and it looks like that skid's going into the playoffs. But we'll definitely look into that a little bit later. Coming into this game, we'll take a look into the player-wise aspect. Joe Shiesty, 6 for 9 for only 106 yards and a pick. Rashad White, non-existing, 4 attempts, 19 yards, only a touchdown. Receiving-wise, Rashad had 2. Justin Scioli only had 2. Demario Douglas, 1. Judy only 1. Abysmal game for the Browns. Shit was wild. Then we had Mr. Justin Fields sitting at 15-20. 284 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and no picks. Clean ass game for Mr. Fields. Ramondre Stevenson with 13 attempts, 64 rushing yards, and a touchdown. And then coming into the receiving aspect, Pat Freiermuth had the most receiving yards. Not surprised there. Kari loves tight ends. You play Kari, he's going to throw to everyone. 5 wide set. 112 receiving yards with 2 touchdowns. A.J. Brown. Damn, that nigga's got A.J. Brown too? The fuck? Anyways, with 111 rushing yards. Fuck, receiving yards with 1 touchdown. Ramondre had 1, Mike Evans had 1, and Terry McLaurin had 1. Y'all hate on that 5 wide too much. You have not dealt with this man for 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. But yeah. So that's the top row of games. We did have the Ravens beating out the Dolphins. Blitzing versus 5 wide every time. Yeah, go ahead and dude. I can see now that I know. I'm putting short dink routes, man. You blitz me, I'm gonna find the opening. Try me. I'm in his division. I played him for 3 years in a row, big dog. Not like 3 like Madden seasons, like 3 Madden games, and we did like multiple runs of leagues. I'm telling you, it gets old. We have the Commanders with a surprising win over here, 30-20. Look, Jaden Daniels is out for the season, but man, this guy is still a good user, and he ended up winning. Trap game at its fucking finest. Dog blitz don't do shit against 5 wide if you play it right. Quick question: who would you rather have the rest of the season in fantasy? This nigga, y'all talk to him in chat. We did have the CPU Saints whoop the shit out of the Bucks, 52-39. Patriots came in, did his job, won 17-10. And then we had the Niners coming in, winning at 34-14, coming in and beating the Rams, helping his playoff chance and trying to get rid of the Rams. Bum ass Seahawks old user, 38-29. I found this pretty cool, and I'm gonna glaze him a little bit. He scored 31 last week. He scored 31 this week, and beat the shit out of Jay. Cowgirls lost, 31-8. Ain't much to say on that one. Then coming in to the next game, we did have the Vikings myself beat out a divisional rival, 35-13, sweeping the Bears on that point. And then our last game, we did have the Panthers playing against the divisional rival Falcons. Panthers putting that ass whooping 42-28. And then we did have 4 teams on bye. We did have the top rated Titans. We had the bottom low end Chiefs. We had the Jags. And then we also had the Lions. Alright, so recapping week 14 now. Pull this up real quick. We had really good games, really good matchups here. Eagles beating the Giants 24-20. He had a down year this year, man. Lost to me week 1. He had some things going on in life. Didn't get to play a few games, but then like most of his games are all like losses by like 1 or 2 or 3. He's a great user. He's always in the playoffs. He's won 2 Super Bowls in this league. It was just surprisingly a down year for him. But it's okay. Next season will be on the rise. But back to it and move forward. I'm sorry, I thought my cats did some shit that they weren't supposed to do. Chill out. Packers barely won in that one. I know Jordan Love was suspended, but to come in there with a quarterback you're not used to playing with and winning a home game, huge. Again, the Broncos scored 31 points again, barely beating the Chiefs at 30 points. So I would definitely say next season will be the season to watch. The Chiefs have a better season and move on forward. Dimes redeeming himself, winning 35-21. We did have the Chargers winning that ass whooping on the Commanders, 42-3. I played the CPU, the Lions, sweating my balls off there, won 17-15. Hate the CPU. Then we got the Falcons beating the CPU Saints 38-27. We had a big game there, Patriots versus the Ravens. Ravens only lost by a touchdown, so it's nice to see that the Ravens are being competitive and giving a Super Bowl team like that a chance. Then we have the Niners beating the Panthers 28-25, man. Hey, I tell you what, the Niners have earned the right to fight for that damn wild card spot. He took a team that was pretty much bottom tiered, players all gone pretty much, and changing it, man. And he's fighting for a playoff spot, and you know I have him as a sleeper for the playoffs. Keep an eye on him, man. Then we have the Texans losing against the Rams. Rams moving up to the playoffs. Hopes. Texans not really getting there. I know he won last week and then losing this week. So I have him as a sleeper as well too, because he can perform really well, but then he has really bad games. But I'm just saying, I think a lot of people are going to underestimate him, going to talk some shit, but I think he's going to win some games and make some people mad, man. That's all I'm going to say. CPU Seahawks beat Lando 45-28. Then we have the Cowboys beating the Bears 20-7. Bears playoffs hope better than none at this point. And then we have the Raiders. This was the biggest upset of the week. The Raiders beating the number one AFC team 37-28. Now let me pull up this game. This game right here. This game right here was interesting, and I watched it. The turnovers for the Titans side, and I'm sorry, Big Double D. I'm sorry, D. But he's had 8 turnovers. 2 of them were fumble losses. 6 of them were interceptions. Malik Willis had himself a, dementia game. The dude was just not there. But you know what? To still be able to put up 28 points and have 8 turnovers in a game is fucking nuts. So nuts. And he was more efficient on third down. He was 80% on third down compared to the Raiders 3-9. He was 1 for 1 for 4th downs. He had more first downs. It mind boggles me. He had to put the game down on the run. He had 3 rushing touchdowns. It's just crazy. Malik Willis was 18 for 31, 295 yards, no touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Man, some of you new folks here, I say this all the time. You can't win by throwing fucking picks. You gotta have a clean game. Gotta have a clean game. But hey, the comeback was almost real though for him. But Jermaine Edwards, the rookie, was 16 for 25, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Jalen Warren was 18 attempts, 110 rushing yards, and a touchdown. Devontae Adams had 6 wrecks, 141 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jacoby Myers with 57 receiving yards. Remember when I threw 7 picks against the Titans? That's crazy. I do remember that shit. I talked about that shit. Full circle moment right there. But yeah, that's the week 14 recap. Really big games there. Possible Super Bowl matchups here. We did have the Packers, Browns, Niners, Panthers could be a possible early wild card game. 2-8 to 6-8 right now. Hey man, that's a big change right now. I will definitely tell you, you flipped your season around. But I like to see what you could do next season under a full off season and see what pieces you can get. There's some sleeper teams in here, some guys that can definitely make some noise next season. All right, hold on. It's in a competition. What else was I saying? Oh yeah, talking about matchups here. I think that's about it too. Yeah, that's about it. There's those 2 big games there. We did have the Bucks, Bengals, Bills, and the Steelers on bye. All right, recapping the last week here. No teams on bye this week. It was week 15. Pretty much all hands on deck. We're all fighting for playoff spots. Some people are fighting for draft spots. But that's how it was this week. Excuse me. We have Dimes losing another crucial game here. To the Texans. Texans winning a game here. Winning a crucial game here. A big game. And putting the smackdown on this one. Sorry, I'm joking here. Oh, man. Not Chargers. Fuck. I'm trying to move forward, and I'm just not there. Texans on 24-7. Really good game there. Dimes is non-existing. Kind of crazy to see the downfall of the Cardinals. Getting these losses and then going into the playoffs, the losers just keep going. You got to keep carrying momentum into the playoffs. I've seen it happen where guys like had really great first starts. Like first half of the season's great. Second half of the season, going into the playoffs, they just crumble. And you know what? To look at dimes and to see the downfall, we got to study it. Moving over next, we have the Chargers beating the Eagles 44-38. Crucial win for X here. The score is swapped for me. Possibly. Oh, yeah. No, I got it here on my iPad as well, too. I made this one earlier today, so I made it I think 10 minutes, so I may have fucked up on it. It's okay. But, anywho, yeah, Chargers with a big win here, keeping his playoff hopes, and Eagles needed this win as well, too, to really solidify that 7th seeding, or at least fight for the 7th seed. But this loss here definitely hurts here. But you know what? I would definitely say the Eagles had a 180 turn from last year. Last year, I think he only got like 2 wins maybe. This year, even fighting for a playoff chance is crazy. He's definitely moving in the right direction there. Whereas the Chargers, being there at the AFC Championship game, and then now fighting and hoping to get a wild card, crazy. No one saw that shit coming. Dolphins over there winning a close one, 24-22. Broncos, again, scoring 31 points, bro. That's 4 weeks in a row, straight 31 points. I thought that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool that, like, he's throwing 31 on everyone at this point. With the Raiders only having 13 there, winning a divisional game there. Huge loss here. I told you guys about the Commanders, man. When he's hot, he's hot. When he's off, he's off. We have the Packers here losing 21-23. I would definitely say look out for the Commanders next season. If he can get the right pieces, not fuck up on the rules, and have an actual quarterback, I think he's a sleeper coming into the playoffs next year. Then we do have the Rams squeaking out against the CPU, 27-21. We have the Bucks losing to the CPU again, 31-37. We had a really good matchup here against Kari against the Chiefs, with Kari winning at 35-24. Really good matchup there. Normally when they play against each other, it's down to the wire. It's a little bit more closer than that. Again, give the Chiefs this offseason. New season fresh. It's going to be different. Now, this could be a possible Super Bowl matchup. And if it is, it's going to be a boring Super Bowl because Panthers laid the smackdown on the Patriots. Pats, if you're here, man, I respect your game. But you did not show up this week. Panthers laying down a fat-ass 34-9. Again, this could be a Super Bowl matchup here. Patriots can win it out, coming in there, going to the Super Bowl, coming to the bowl, and this will be a big rematch if it happens. I did fuck up on the graphic a little bit right here. Cowboys had 37, Giants had 14. Giants got his ass whooped, lost the playoff spot, gave it up to the Niners, which the Niners did win against the Falcons 31-17, getting that 17th spot. Lando lost to the Jets 40-28. Kudos to the Jets. He is fighting to show that he has fight before the season ends. We have the Bengals here putting on 35 points to the Bears. Bears playoff chances are officially gone. Bengals pretty much just getting the win out here and changing this team and flipping this team and figuring out this team this late into the season is looking good for him. Hopefully that same momentum for him carries in the next season. Then we got the Jaguars here almost squeaking one out against the Titans. Titans barely surviving 21-17 here. Mr. Orange Juice, man, if he can get some good Wi-Fi, he's a good player, man, and he can definitely make the playoffs or at least make the games fucking very competitive. Really good user, man. We do have Jaegers taking another loss here, 25-31 to the Ravens. Man, again, we got to study the downfall of Dimes. We got to study the downfall of Jaeger. Two teams that were just hot coming out of the running, losing crucial games here, man. We already talked about the Niners beating the Falcons, and then cheating ass fucking Seahawks cheated the whole fucking game. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, it was 44-24. I think around like the third quarter, I pretty much gave up on that end. He kept cheating, ran up the score towards the end of the game twice. Yeah, it was just, it was horrible. I'm not okay with my performance. Trying to fight for a playoff spot and going into the playoffs. Definitely want to have the momentum going into it. It's what I've been saying all night. So that's the recap. Let me know what you guys think about that format. If you guys want to see the old one and try the old one again, or did you guys like that one? Give me your feedback on it in the Discord. It's up to you guys. But again, it has been crazy from just week 12 to week 15. So many crucial games that pretty much weaved and laid out the playoff seeding that it is right now. But again, it is not over. We still have this week, week 16. We have week 17 and week 18. And there's big games in there that are going to change the playoffs and change seeding. So I'm excited to see what the fuck happens. Alright, so now we're going to move into our stat leads. Fuck. No, we're not. We're not going to go into our stat leads. I forgot that we get the week 16. Again, I was planning to do this before we advanced yesterday. We advanced. Yeah, that's a week behind. So, I already gave you guys some of my Super Bowl predictions. But if we were to go into it a little bit more, I can give you guys some predictions here. Here, let me go ahead and open up Neon real quick. So looking at it here, I would definitely say I do have two sleepers, one for each division. One for each conference. And here, let me just pull it up real quick. Panthers to the bowl. Hey, Mr. Darren. I believe maybe. You've had some big games. You lost some big games. We'll definitely see how that goes. Honestly, to me, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on him because he's a rookie quarterback. He was drafted, first, second, third overall. I think the Rams have the potential to take it all the way to the bowl. Sleeper pick. People are sleeping on him. They don't think that he's going to win. Man, I honestly... And then watching him just play against the Jaguars today, he was down of a deficit coming into the half. And he fought his way. I think it was 40-35. And there was maybe a minute and a half. Jaguars had the ball. He drove down the field, went into the red zone. I think the Jaguars may have pressed the wrong button, if I believe that's what he did. But he got a pick. At the end of the day, he still had the lead. Defense was there non-existing, but the matter of fact that he came back from, I think it was a 28 deficit to win the game, it's crazy. So yeah, I would definitely say don't sleep on the Rams, but that's my sleeper for the NFC. When it comes down to the AFC, we all know Broncos can play. I don't see him as a sleeper. Titans, we know he can play. Patriots can play. Honestly here, my pick comes down to two teams. The Browns or the Texans. I think a lot of guys are going to be like, oh, he's got CJ Stroud, Nico Collins is out 4 weeks, so he won't have him wild card weekend, and he won't have the divisional round, right? But I feel like that team is so well equipped, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, he's down a receiver, he wins some, loses some, back and forth type shit." But I think he'll do it, man. And he's beaten playoff teams. He's beaten big teams. He's lost to teams that he should have beaten. But if he can get that shit right before playoffs or right there at wild card, I think the way it goes, man, I think he can. So what? He'll have to play what? Either Kari or the Patriots. He's beat Kari already. Kari's not, and no offense to you, Kari here. When it comes on the playoffs, you're not, you don't show. The team doesn't show. You end up losing. That's just what happens, man. That's just what it is, right? But I would also say Jaeger. He started off high. He's cold right now. But I feel like when it comes down to the heat of the moment, playoff comes down, someone's going to be like, oh, he's been on a skid. Maybe I got a chance here. You know, just lessens themselves down just a little bit. And then, boom, you got to deal with that defense. The way he schemes his defense is fucking nuts. It's crazy. And then when it comes down to his offense, man, when he's going, he's going. There's no stopping it. Like, when he's going, he is going. But yeah, those are my Super Bowl, like, early predictions. Those are my sleepers. Now, when it comes down to prediction, like, looking at it realistically, I think Packers has a lot of hype. He's got a really crazy secondary. Jordan Love coming off a suspension with an attitude. I think he takes it all the way as a 1 seed and goes to the bowl. Now, for the AFC, if I'm looking at all the teams and being realistic here, I think Patriots. I know you're I know, Darren. I know. You have an electric offense. Your defense, though, is where it gets shady. It can come on or it can come off. But when it comes down to it, man, like, it's gonna be a tough matchup. You're gonna win week 1. You're gonna win wild card weekend. I'm not thinking you're. I know you got the number 1 ranked defense. It could be number 1 ranked, but it can. Yeah, Broncos, you go fuck yourself. No love. Not yet. But I think when it comes down to week 2, I think you will get matched up with either Jay or Dimes. And again, that can flip over to the Cardinals. I mean, they flip over to the Rams. And when I think about it, at the end of the day, say you go on to the NFC Championship, huge possibility that you could. You got to go against that Packers defense. And that secondary is nuts. His offense is ridiculous. Like, he had a whole perfect game, like, not too long ago. He's like, what, 14 for 14? But I get it. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I'm not trying to, like, at all. I think all the teams that make it to the playoffs deserves to be in the playoffs. Do I feel like this is going to be, like, one of the most competitive playoffs we've had in a very long time? Very much so. Does everyone need to watch all the streams that happen? Hell fucking yeah. I think teams are going to win crazy games. It's going to be down to the wire. There may be 1 or 2 blowouts if possible. But then at the end of the day, it's going to be crazy. And you know what? I'm glad you have a point to prove now. I want to see it happen. Change my mind. Make me look bad. Make me look stupid. I'd rather that than you guys make me look right. So I'm down for it. All right. Now I want to ask you guys and put this in chat. And yes, if you believe in yourself, put it. But let's be realistic here. Who do you guys have for the Super Bowl? I'll wait. Put it in chat. I'll wait. I got time. Come on. Wow, the Chiefs fucking won. That's crazy. In overtime. God damn. Panthers, Texans. Respect. Respect. All right, cool. So I know some guys are gonna put in chat, some guys aren't. I'm not gonna sit here the whole time while you guys fucking stare at me. But since I didn't get to go over to the stats and shit like that, we are gonna go for the player of the weeks. I do have that. Now, including myself, we do have the Steelers Packers. That'd be a fun Super Bowl, man. Great offensive outing on that end. So we're gonna go in with the AFC Players of the Week. This is from just week 12 to week 14. I just grabbed kind of like the all-around best like performance that we can get, not including the Seahawks guy. So we have Breece Hall for the Jets, 11 attempts, 84 rushing yards with 9 catches, 76 receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns. Went crazy. Very crucial for the Jets there. Then the Bucks, shout out Bucks. I know he hasn't been getting a lot of love lately. But we have Gavin Moore here, 24 for 24. Perfect. Another perfect game. This shit crazy. 342 passing yards with 4 touchdowns, 3 attempts on the ground with 17 rushing yards, and a tutty. Man had 5 touchdowns, bro. Shit was crazy. Hey, you guys like how I like grabbed a little clip from the rookie? I think it's pretty clean. Best what I could do, right? Bengals here. Shout out Bengals. This is the defensive players of the week here for the AFC and for the NFC. We do have Shane Seller with 3 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 interception with the touchdown. And then shout out to the Bucks again. We did have Christian Isaiah with 4 tackles and 1 forced fumble. Not too much on the NFC side for defense, going crazy this week. Now, we got one more segment. Y'all liked it last time. Got a lot of traction. Some felt disrespected. Some felt like, oh shit, I'm up for some more disrespect. I'm down. So here we go. We have our skill issue users here. Bengals, I know you've won a little bit more. And now, if you do win this week, you will be moved up to mid-tier. So don't take it too crazy. But yeah, of course, we have the Saints, we have Lando, we do have the Commanders, we do have the Ravens, Bills, Seahawks, Lions, Chiefs, and Bengals. But whenever we do have the mid-tier, we have the Giants, we have the Bucks, Falcons, Raiders, Jags, Jets, Niners, Eagles, and Chargers. And mind you, when I made this list, this is at week 15. This is when we actually were on week 15 and not in 16. So it changed a little bit over the week. So next show, which should be this weekend, probably Friday or Saturday, we'll definitely have an updated list on this. Now this is a new kind of thing right here, called the playoff tier. These are teams that are fighting for playoff spots again. From week 15 to 16, shit's changed. So Bears, honestly, I'd put Bears either mid-tier or even skill issue. Bengals, I told you. Next week you'll be moved up to mid. Hold on. I take the responsibility on that one. After seeing some things, man, that's my fault. That's my fault. Well, Will, what team are you? Man, I'm trying to put names to things, man. Okay. Oh, you guys got to understand. I made this during the weekend, before we advanced to this week. Damn, Broncos, you have another account? That's crazy. But yeah. These are teams that are either fighting for playoff spots or have gotten playoff spots. Now, Broncos, I'm not trying to disrespect you. This is your first year in. Haven't seen so much. Yes, you're there. But man, prove to me. Prove me. Yeah. That's the Browns guy. Alright, but yeah. So, coming into it, this is where it's at. I know Darren's going to feel really disrespected. He's sitting there. Yeah, he's a playoff team. When I show y'all this new tier, that's what I'm saying. He might be mad. He might be. And I'm sorry, Darren. I love you, buddy. There's no disrespect. But this is our Super Bowl contenders. These are guys that I feel like will make it to the bowl. We have Carr, we have Dimes, we have the Patriots, we have the Packers, and we have the Titans. Again, I made this before we advanced. So this shit, when it comes down to it this weekend, it's gonna be changed. So take this shit with like a light of grain. Bro, you are not cheeks. I see what you're doing. You're gonna come up here and say your cheeks, so when people play you, boom. Yeah, the dimes fall off is fucking crazy. Y'all, I made this graphic before. It's gotta be updated next time. But yeah, no, definitely Dimes will definitely not be in the Super Bowl contending, unless he wins this week. But yeah, it's some pretenders at the Super Bowl. Oh, damn! You know what? I like this shit. Because shit's about to be popping in the league right now, bro. And you know what? I'm going to say this. No disrespect, right, still? But y'all can talk some shit. It's coming out of the playoffs. Y'all can talk some shit. I'll lean off a little bit, but don't go fucking crazy. The minute y'all go crazy, I'm putting an end to that shit. But I want to see it. Let's see what goes on. Oh, I know that shit was gonna have some controversy, but you know what? That's why we have that segment. I like that shit. I wanna stir some shit. I want to see what you guys think. But clearly, some people are mad. But yeah, guys. So as you can tell, week 12, the week fucking 16, shit has been crazy. It's been bonkers. There's some people we got to study on fall offs. There's guys that have fought and got on win streaks. And we're not even done yet, man. We got 3 more weeks. What is it? We advance tomorrow. And we advance Friday, possibly. Or possibly Thursday. We get into the playoffs by, like, what, the weekend? We got a radio show coming up this weekend. Oh, we're going to see. Tune in for next episode. And we're going to see just the pavement of how the playoffs fucking came true. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining in for another episode of the Boomcast. I'm the commish, and you guys just been filled in. Pause.